Okay, we've been talking about strategies of how to solve problems. And I'm going to introduce you to a brand new one today. It's got a lot of vocabulary behind it as well. So you're going to need to be really paying a lot of attention. We're going to practice this an awfully lot. Parents, my voice is kind of scraggly today. Forgive the coughing and the sniffing and the scruffiness. But it's called an open number line, and I'm going to show you the strategies behind using an open number line, and I think you're really going to like it. The reason I'm showing you this is so if sometime you don't know how to solve a problem, you come to a problem, you're like, I don't know what to do, this is an option for you. You might say, I'll try the open number line, and I will show you how those happen. The other thing is I'm going to show you how valuable place value is and why it was so important that I made sure you understand place value. So let's go to this problem. When I come across this problem, and when we go to a test, you're not going to see a problem just like this. It's going to end up being inside of a word problem or inside of a story problem where after you read the story, you will write the number sentence. And so you might come up with this number sentence, and I'm going to show you how this strategy will help you. When I see this number sentence, I see that I'm adding. So I know that when I'm adding, these two numbers are each called what?
Ones.
These are each called an addition. That should be familiar vocabulary from you from first grade. Each number in an addition problem, the two numbers that you are adding together, they are each called additions. Because it doesn't matter if I say 37 plus 25 or if I say 25 plus 37. They mean the same thing. So both of these numbers are each called add-ins. We're going to take that first add-in, and that's where I am going to begin on my open number line. This number line has no tick marks or no numbers on it yet. That's what we're going to be creating. So I'm going to start with my first tick mark, and that first tick mark is going to start with my first add-in, which is which number, everybody?
37.
It is with 37. Now I'm ready to add to it my second add-in. When I add to it, I know I'm going to get more. Add means we're going to put them together and we're going to get more. In order for me to do that with an open number line, I must decompose the number 25. Does anybody remember what it means to decompose something? To decompose something. Let me tell you a little story. If you've ever gone down the road and let's say there's a skunk on the road and a car's run over it and you go by it, and day after day after day, if you keep going by it, what keeps happening to that dead animal? It keeps
getting older.
Yes, it does. It's getting older. And does all his body parts keep staying there? No, they decompose. They go away. They break apart is what's happening to that animal. It's kind of breaking apart, and its body's going to end up going almost into the soil, crushed into the dirt. That's decomposing when something is taken apart. That's what we have to do to 25, to the second add-in. We must decompose this second add-in. I'm going to break it apart. This is a 2-digit number, so it has two parts. It has some tens and it has some ones. So if I decompose 25, I have what?
2 tens
And
5 ones.
Thank you. I have 2 tens and 5 ones. I just broke that number apart, didn't I? I broke it into pieces. I broke it into its tens place and into its ones place. That is important. So I've taken 37. I have now decomposed the second add-in, and I've broken it into 2 tens and 5 ones. I'm first going to show you, I'm going to first add the 2 tens. And here's how I do it. I started this add-in. I'm going to draw this little hop line. And that means I'm skipping over a bunch of numbers because I am adding 10. Going to add 10 to 37. If I'm adding 10, only the number in the tens place is going to change. What number's in the tens place in 37? 3. 3 is in the tens place. So that number's going to change to a 4. So if I have 37 plus 10, now I have
47.
very good, 47. Do you see why that place value was important? So now, but I had 2 tens in 25. So I'm going to need to hop over another 10. I'm going to need to hop over another 10. Once again, I'm only changing the number in the
Tens place.
What number's in the tens place?
4.
4. So now if I had 4 tens and 7 ones, now I'm going to have 5 tens and 7 ones, and that number is
57.
beautiful. It's 57. So now I have just added the 2 tens to 37. Now I need to add the 5 ones. Let me show you how we do that. I am now going to make 5 tick marks. I'm going to hop from here all the way to this last tick mark, and I'm going to put plus 5. There is that 25. 2 tens, this 10, 5 ones. I'm taking 37. I'm adding these 2 tens and 5 ones. I'm modeling so that you will be able to help you when we start on our own. So now, when I have these tick marks, I'm not counting by tens anymore. I'm now counting by
1.
Absolutely. 57 and one more is
58.
You will see I've spaced these out so I have enough room to write my numbers. After 58, one more is
59.
one more is
60.
one more is
61.
and one more is
62.
absolutely. So then I can tell that now I have decomposed 2 tens and 5 ones. I have added the 2 tens. I have added the 5 ones. When I finish this number line, I have landed on the number 62. So the sum, the two numbers when you add 2 addends, you get a sum. So the sum of 37 and 25 is
62.
62. Do you hear all that math language I'm expecting to hear you? Parents, when your child is doing something like this at home, make sure they're talking it to you. They're telling you every step they're doing. Make sure you hear this math language, add in, sum, decompose, counting tens, ones, all those words. I should be hearing tens, ones as well. All this math language should be going on when they're explaining to you what they're doing. Guys, when you're explaining to your partner in a minute when you're doing, those are the words I'm going to be looking for. This is called addition with an open number line so that you can add 2 add-ins. Today we're just doing two-digit add-ins. Before long we'll start adding 3-digit add-ins, and I'll show you how to do that as well on an open number line. I'm going to let you get on your iPad now, and we're going to go through one together. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording.